Yo, welcome everyone. Blizzard has cooked up a new PTR patch. Basically just now. The patch notes dropped like 1 hour ago. I skipped over them once, but let's have a look together. So, as I said, it's on the PTR, so not on the live server yet. And it's round about a month ago that we had a patch, so maybe that's the new pacing that Blizzard has in terms of HOTS patches. So we have a general tab, map updates, balance, and bug fixes. General updated home screen and startup music. So just like every time, we will have a new screen and some new music when you boot the game. It's a nice little flair. Nothing too important though. Basic, cleave, and splash attacks will now function more consistently across all heroes through various situations. Changes that may impact the balance will be listed in the balance section. Okay. Map updates. Guys, are you ready for the Garden of Terror objective buffs? Because surely that's map updates, right? Maybe some Volskaya changes, but Garden of Terror, surely. But let's see. Let's see what Blizzard is... what are they doing? Forts, keeps, and the core will now grant allied heroes that take damage in their radius 50 armor for 4 seconds. This effect has a 4-second cooldown. Can only be granted to 1 hero per structure. While the armor is in effect, enemy heroes that attack the target will be slowed by 20%. Movement speed slow or attack speed slow or both? We don't know yet. 50 armor, 4 seconds. Okay. Forts, keeps, and core will no longer prioritize an enemy hero when an ally hero is attacked. So that's basically removing the call for help. I mean, it used to be an anomaly, I think, and then it became made part of the game, right? So that's... This sentence here, I think, means it's removed. Okay. And instead you get this new effect. 50 armor for 4 seconds, and the opponent gets slowed if they attack the hero that has the armor. Yeah. That's something I didn't expect at all, you know? I don't know if this is good or bad, or if it will make the game better or worse. I don't know. But it's something... It's a core mechanic of the game, and Blizzard is changing it. I mean, it was working. They're changing it. So someone is sitting down and actually puts a few thoughts into the game again. This is very interesting. I don't know. Mercenary camps. Speaking of things that work and they're getting changed. Mercenary camps now spawn 30 seconds after the match begins instead of 60 seconds. So all the timings are changing. Small XP globes will now vanish if no allied hero is within 15 range of the globe. Blizzard heard me complaining about XP globes for, what is it, 5 years in a row now? So they're changing something about it again. I think this is very good. I like this a lot, the XP globe change. The mercenary camp one, I don't know yet. I need to play with those new timings, but it's probably fine. This is interesting. I don't know exactly if this is good or bad. So basically the way it used to be, you were able to dive structures until Blizzard gave you the call for help. Until Blizzard put in the call for help thing. And then the structures would shoot you and reduce your armor, right? Back then, if the structure before that change, I think if a structure shot you, you were getting slowed. Maybe it was maybe it was this 20% slow. I don't know what the values were.
Here's to big HOTS changes. hoping for HOTS 3.0.
But either way, now there's like now this is 3.0, right? Like we had the old system, we had the call for help, and now we have this one. I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's fine to change it. If someone at Blizzard is cooking, I appreciate it. Structure health increased by 12.5, so buildings are more tanky. I assume that's everything. Towers and walls. When a hero attacks an enemy structure with a basic attack, minions near the building become inspired and gain 35% attack speed and 35% movement speed for 3 seconds. This does not affect illusions or summons. When a hero attacks an enemy structure with basic attack. Okay. Wow. What? Man, this is wild, no? These things. This and the minion one? I don't know. I don't know. Minions now spawn at exactly 00 instead of 0030. So just like the mercenary camps, they changed the timer on that. Just checked on the PTR, it's enemy minions that get the buff. So if I'm pushing a building, I auto-attack the building, my minions will be inspired and become extra strong. Interesting. By the way, Kev, thank you very much for the raid. I know you are doing a patch review as well. And I hope you get better soon, by the way. I was listening in at the very beginning. I hope things will work out for you. Pakun, thanks for the 8 months. We got map changes. Blackheart's Bay. Bombardment now deals 20% reduced damage to keeps or cores. So that's from the pirate ship itself. Cast time to turn in coins decreased from 7 to 5. It was very long to channel the coins. 5 seconds is... yeah. That's significantly faster from 7 to 5. There are now 3 treasure chests locations. So for people that don't know, there's one on top. Actually like mid and then below on around bot lane. First chest spawns in the top lane. 2 chests spawn in the next 3 phases, and all 3 chests spawn every phase. So now I guess now there's a chest all the way on the top lane as well. So you can pick up 15 coins from these. So there's more coins on the map overall, right? Interesting. I don't know, like Blackheart's Bay is not a map that I enjoy, but they are changing the map. Very interesting. There are now sight towers. That's vision towers, right? So the map looks different, actually. Wait, what? You will now only drop half your coins. Yo, that's one of my biggest concerns about the map. I think the map in competitive is like playable, but I think it's awful in any other game mode because your team is actively sabotaged. Like if you have the coins and you die, you're omega sabotaging because not only do you die, so you're behind, but you actually give the opponents a payment that is gonna kill half of your base. So that's probably good changes. Hanamura. Payload damage increase. Yo, was Blizzard watching 2 days ago when I was complaining about the little bullets? So they increase the damage. It moves faster. Yo, these are the... I said these exact things, right? I wish they would change the layout of the map, but I think it's way too much work, probably, for a map that is only in, like, your quick match rotation. Speaking of quick match rotation, Blizzard changing these maps might mean that they come back to ranked, I think. Obviously, we don't know, because they never tell us anything, but... Samurai Lane Pusher Health. So that's the one when you have it capped. I guess it's when it's yours. is reduced by 12.5. I think it's fine. The samurai is like, you know, it's the main objective on the map. I don't know. It spawns too quickly. It's too strong. Infernal Shrines. That's one of the maps that's currently in the ranked pool. Punishers will no longer leap over gates. Wow. Bronze players, silver players, and gold players just got hard buffed. Because I think they never pull it anyways, right? Aren't they just ignoring that? Punishers will no longer leap over gates. So there's an incentive to try to kill the gate always before. So big boy can jump over. Well, that's very interesting. I don't even know. I don't know what to think about that. It makes it more rewarding to push with the Punisher because it's harder to defend, no? Wait, maybe you don't want to kill the gate. Maybe you don't want it to jump in because they can clear it easier. I don't know actually. Anyways, there's more. Skeleton, also known as monkeys. Minions damage reduced by 25%. I didn't even know they deal damage. Health decreased. Move speed increased. Move speed increased is good. I like that. I don't know about the other things yet, but move speed increase from the little monkeys is good. Because you can gather them quickly. And sometimes, especially on the top shrine, they spawn in a way, they are stupid. Like, they will be like, they spawn kind of far away, then they're like AFK, you need to aggro them, they don't really come. Like, this is good. I think making them faster is good. Now they have 20 magic armor, so they lowered the HP, they give them spell armor. Why do they call it magic armor? Isn't it spell armor? I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know what the thresholds are for these changes. Like, if that... Is this a nerf to... Like, Tychus Grenade, Tassada W, Hanzo Q, Loric Q. Are these things all awful now, or is it kind of feeling the same? I don't know. I need to see it. Sky Temple. So that's another map in the ranked rotation. What's going on here? Knock. Oh no, it's knock. Oh no, it's a knockback patch again, guys. It's a knockback patch again. All right, let me see. Is this even worth reading? Knockback duration reduced. Knockback is now interrupted by other knockback. Okay, fuck, I will not read this. Warhead Junction. So another map that is not in the ranked pool. Nuke damage updated. 1k plus 12.5 of target's max HP. Nukes now ignite structures, dealing 0.8% of their health for 12 seconds. Attacking the building will refresh the duration up to 8 seconds, so you can make it burn for 20 seconds. Wow, very interesting. Man, Blizzard. Guys, the technology is here. Look at this shit. HEC 2026. Blizzard is cooking for their BlizzCon. The channel takes longer. 2.5 seconds instead of 1.5. And there will be fewer nukes that spawn. So did Blizzard remove some spawn locations, or is it just is it the same possible locations but they just spawn less?
Now we talk. Oh,
like I guess instead of
yes,
having
now we're
3 nukes
talking.
spawn, there's only, I don't know, 1 or 2. I don't know. It doesn't say anything, right? We don't know. Yo. That's the patch notes, guys. We are done. No, there's more. But this is... I mean, it's interesting, right? Never ever I would have guessed that they are changing stuff like this again. Like, core mechanics of the game, actually. I don't know if this is all good or bad. I don't really care, actually. I think it's something you have to learn it. Like, the game is gonna feel different. And then after like 2 months, we can probably say, okay, this was actually awful, or this is actually very good, or this is fine. I think. Like we need to relearn some things and then see how it plays out. That's how I feel about it. All right, let's see. Balance changes. Heroes. They finally nerfed the Haka. Cool. Why does it say D? Isn't it a Z? Cooldown increased from 75 to 240 seconds. Wow, the Haka is not a global anymore. Keck, wait. Cooldown is reduced by 50 seconds every time you eat a region globe. You know what the Hakas are doing? They're eating all region globes everywhere, all the time. The Haka's whole gameplay is walking into bushes, eating region globes. So yeah, I don't know. They're trying to sell you a big nerf, but they compensate big time. It might feel around the same. I don't know. Apex Predator cooldown reduction increased from 50 to 190. So 190. So that's 50. So that's one globe. The hacker can Apex Predator somewhere, gets one globe, and he can do it again, yeah? Interesting. Illidan. Yo, hello Kippy. Feels like Lost Vikings will be very bad after the patch. Let's see. I don't know if there's Vikings. Actually, I think there is one Vikings change, but... Illidan. Fury Brand. Taking a different hero from the last hero attack now resets progress. Blinds and evasion now prevent any progress. So it was bugged. This is a bug fix, no? If the target gains stasis or invul, progress will be lost. Stacks now last 300 seconds. I have no... Illidan players, is this OP? Is this or we don't you guys don't take this talent, right? Illidan players don't take this talent. Keltas. Level 20 rebirth now has 3 charges. Wait. When they say 3 charges, they mean you can reactivate it 3 times? Because the 20 Phoenix, the way it works is like you summon the Phoenix and then it lets you redirect it. Is that what they mean with 3 charges? You can do it 3 times now? I don't know. The Butcher. Brutal Strike. I don't think that's the 13 people. Actually, maybe they take it sometimes. Loser stacks when blind. Okay, so that's a bug fix. Lost Vikings. Decreased move speed no longer decreases the longboard rate starting speed. And now reduces longboard rate move speed. What? Huh? Starting speed? I don't even know exactly. Maybe it's gonna feel the exact same. My English is too bad, guys. Can someone explain me if that means anything? Okay. I see some question marks. It is confusingly worded. It's a mega buff. Alright, okay. Go next. Thrall. Elemental Assault. That's a new talent. New. Caps lock, new. After using a basic or heroic ability, Thrall's next basic attack will deal 45. So it's follow through. Yeah, so it's basically follow through, but it's not a generic talent anymore. Follow through is one of the 2015 generic talents. We are now in 2025. They are gone. Goodbye. Uther, Holy Light. Range increased from 7.75 to 8. Range is no longer increased to 8.75 after selecting Holy Shock. What? Was that a bug? Talents, Holy Shock. No longer grants reduced cooldown or mana cost and instead Costs less mana and it has a lower cooldown. Wait, that's really good, no? That's a very good quality of life change for the Uther. I think. And it has its own button. That's also a very big quality of life, huh? You have another button now. The Valera. Slice and Dice. That's a rework. Grants 400,000 million attack speed. 400 attack speed. 400% attack speed. Which is lost after attacking 3 times. Or after 3 seconds. Cooldown for the next attack after the third will not be reduced. Cooldown for the next attack after the third will not be reduced. I honestly have no idea what this talent used to do. So let me know any Valera enjoyers. Varian, Warbringer, level 10. Mana cost reduction reduced. 25 to 20. Mana cost reduction reduced from okay. Ah, not the shout. Stop with the shout on 20, guys. Blizzard, stop baiting people into skilling something that is not the banner on 20. But I don't know, maybe this is OP now. They from 2.5 to 5%. I don't know. Maybe this is fucking OP now. I think people should not skill the shout though, but that's just my opinion on Varian. Bug fixes.
No! No, team! Stop!
Fix it. Okay, knockback,
Oh
knockback change, irrelevant, mocking strikes. Display incorrectly. Okay. Tooltip updated. Okay. Consumed while blinded. A bug fix. Arthas D. That caused impact visuals and sound. Okay. Irrelevant. Is there anything important in the bug fixes, guys? Wait, what is this? Phase shift. Cast indicator is no longer hidden if the target is polymorphed. Is that Johan? Do they mean Johan III? Where do you get polymorphed? On Garden of Terror by the core mechanic. And by Brightwing. What? Movement speed now gradually decays instead of in chunks. Okay, Blizzard. All right. Fix an issue that caused Charge Strike to trigger multiple times in a row when gaining attack speed. I had no fucking clue. Now applies to the next basic attack that is fired instead of the next basic attack that connects. Applies to the next basic attack that is fired instead of the next basic attack that connects. Okay. Buff bar. Martial law. Okay. Storm, Earth, and Fire. They should buff this ultimate. Fix an issue that caused Shoff to not push Cho if he's rooted. Okay. Do they nerf Cho'Gall? No, they don't. Chromie. No. Deathwing. Deathwing is bugged with knockbacks at the moment, no? Fix an issue that caused Dragonfly cast animation to be interrupted when Deathwing hits another Deathwing with his basic attack. Who found that? He might still be bugged with knockbacks. I think there is a bug currently. ETC. Balstado. Arsenal. Ah, so they do the same here. Now applies to the next basic attack fired instead of the one that connects. I don't know. It's probably makes no difference in most cases. I'm not sure. Maybe in some case with like blinds or evasion, maybe is the difference. Gus Lovey. Is there any important bug fixes? Go for the throat. What are these bugs when they target another great? That's like ARAM stuff, right? Hunter's bug now occurs while blinded. Now searches after all effects on the primary target. With the exception of Wise and Duelist. They do the same for the Worgen Cleave. Illidan. Imperious, okay. Oh, there's a lot of Imperious bug fixes. What was going on there? I mean, they did change Imp quite significantly, and there were bugs with the rework as well. Fixed an issue that caused water element basic splash attack to hit. Oh yeah, I know about that. I know that was a thing. I played enough Jaina, so I was aware of that. No longer splash. Wait, what? No longer reveals? Now reveals the area. Okay, so I think it's the same, just slightly different coding. Well met, servant. 35% on minion attack speed looks insane. Yes. Yeah. Keltas. Blah, blah, blah. Keltuzar. Oh, yeah. Wait. No. I think there's a Keltuzar talent on level 13 that is bugged. It's not in the bug fixes here, but Blizzard still has time to do it, right? Like, usually the PTR patch gets more changes before they release it. They almost never leave it exactly like that. Wait, how many bug fixes are there? Where are we, Liming? Oh, there's a whole... Is there anything... Chat, is there anything important of these... What is going on with the Vikings? Damage modifiers. Fixed an issue that caused charge to not grant the bonus. Fixed an issue that caused... Ah! Oh, wait! Fixed an issue that caused charge to go on cooldown when targeting enemies near Olaf position. Wait, what? There is for sure a bug with Olaf's charge on, like... Maybe that it's fixed now, I don't know. You didn't read it, lol. I mean, the thing is, sometimes bug fixes are more important than the balance changes, because if something is bugged, it's either way too weak or way too strong. So if it then gets fixed, you actually have then you know how it's supposed to be, right? But this looks like a lot of kinda irrelevant things. Very small quality of life changes. If I missed something in the bug fixes, though, let me know. It seems like a very long list. All right. PTR patch, September 2nd. Interesting. Blizzard is cooking. They're cooking for us. Usually before this goes to the live server, it's like 3 weeks. I don't know, something like that. Sometimes a bit less, sometimes a bit longer. It really depends. And usually Blizzard makes changes as well on the PTR. There's not that many people that have the PTR installed or that are trying stuff. So yeah, if you are one of them, let them know if something is not working. But yeah. I give Blizzard a thumbs up. Not only do they give us another patch within 1 month, but they are actually changing some core elements of the game. I don't know if it's good or bad. They're changing maps quite a bit as well. Most of these maps are not in the ranked pool, but still. Like, I know people, they don't like War Junction. I'm not a fan of Hanamura. I'm not a fan of Blackguard's Base, or, you know, changing these things. Maybe it's good. Thoughts on buffing towers, but not the objective on Garden. Yeah, so I think Blizzard is trolling that Garden of Terror is not among the map changes. Surely they can still do that. Yeah, that's not good. I think Garden objective should be buffed. They should just up the stats. It doesn't have to be spicy. I mean, bro, they are doing spicy changes on other maps. If someone at Blizzard wants to do it, like, feel free to sit down for Garden. I don't mind that, right? It's good. If someone wants to cook, like, advanced changes for Garden, like, I'm all ears. But I think the objective needs to be slightly better than what it is. Like, surely if they look at their statistics, they can see that Garden goes way too long. Maybe Garden goes out of the rotation and they put Warhead or another map in. Maybe, yeah. Maybe. But yeah, that was my initial patch review. I will link Kev's Twitch stream, like the VOD, into the comments as well. Usually he goes a bit more in depth, and usually he shows things in game if he has the PTR installed. But yeah. Once Blizzard is updating, I will see and update you guys again as well.